Done.
Good evening. Welcome to the Village of Bolingbrook regular meeting of October 27th, 2020. I'd like to invite Sean Lynch, Grand Knight, to join us for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. May I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Basta.
Here.
Trustee Zarate.
Here.
Trustee Lawler.
Here.
Trustee Watts.
Here.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Here.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Here.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the regular meeting of October 13th, 2020?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Jaskowitz, second. Trustee Lawler. Are there any additions or deletions?
None.
Thank you. Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Are there any additions or deletions to this evening's agenda?
No, Madam Mayor, none tonight.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Oh, second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Carpenzano. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. There are no appointments to the boards or commissions this evening. First item on the agenda is our proclamation. May I please have the Knights of Columbus join us, please? We have room for all of you. Yeah. And they have goodies with them that I'm sure you'll be sharing, correct? This evening's proclamation is to help the Knights of Columbus help citizens with intellectual disabilities. Tootsie Roll Drive, October of 2020. Whereas members of the Illinois State Council of the Knights of Columbus will conduct their 51st annual fund drive for their intellectual disabilities program. This 51st anniversary drive will be held during the month of October to benefit our citizens with intellectual disabilities. Last fall, the Illinois Knights of Columbus raised more than $2 million, which was distributed to more than 300 organizations throughout Illinois. And whereas the Illinois State Council of the Knights of Columbus has provided funds and personal assistance to allow youngsters to participate in the local and statewide Special Olympics program, and whereas the Illinois State Council has provided more than $5 million to build or reconstruct 34 homes for citizens with disabilities in all 6 dioceses of Illinois, and whereas since the state of Illinois State Council of the Knights of Columbus initiated this program, 45 other states have activated similar campaigns to provide such needed financial assistance for the intellectually disabled. Now, therefore, I, Mary Alexander Basta, Mayor of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Bolingbrook, Will and DuPage Counties in Illinois, do hereby proclaim October 2020 as Help the Knights of Columbus, Help Citizens with Intellectual Disabilities Month, Tootsie Roll Drive in Bolingbrook, Illinois, and urge all citizens to be cognizant of the special fundraising efforts and to cooperate in the campaign. Thank you so much. There you go, sir. Do you want to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Village Trustees, for the opportunity to be here tonight. It really is a great pleasure to be back here with our friends in Bolingbrook Village again. The Knights of Columbus really appreciate the support that the village has shown over many years to our Tootsie Roll Drive and also to many of our other fundraising efforts, and we thank you all very much from the bottom of our hearts. And the people that we work with, the individuals with intellectual disabilities, thank you as well. We've been working for many years now with what used to be Lily Cash Special Recreation Association. They have now transitioned to become Northern Will County Special Recreation Association. We've been working with them for many years. We've had a great Christmas party that's been going on for their families for over 27, 28 years now. The kids really love coming out and seeing Santa. Santa comes in a Bolingbrook fire truck. We have an absolutely fantastic time. We've also been actively supporting the sensory room that Northern Will County or LCSRA have been developing over at the Añorino Centre. So the money that you give to us for our Tootsie Roll Drive stays right here in the Bolingbrook community and helps people with intellectual disabilities right here in our community. So once again, we thank you for all your support in the past, and we look forward to seeing you out on the streets at some point this year. Hopefully we'll be able to make it. Thank you.
Sean, you want to introduce Joe?
Yes, please introduce the others.
Yes, please. This is one of my brother knights from Council 11092. This is the Worthy Grand Knight from Council 11. Oh, that helps. Okay, so I'll start again. So this is my brother knight, Joe Freeman. He is the Worthy Grand Knight of Council 11092 at St. Francis in Bolingbrook. Another brother knight, Tom Prudian. And third brother knight here, Jeff Hemkern. In the back here, we have our brother knight, Joe Shelley.
And they have lots of Tootsie Rolls to share with everybody, right?
Yes, we do.
All right.
Mayor Mary, I was asked by Mayor Emeritus Clare to present his usual donation to the Tootsie Roll Drive. He has left me with a $100 bill, and so I'll present that. And my duty was to get the Tootsie Rolls for him upon his return. So, Mayor, I know you're watching, so we're taking care of this. And we also have donations from Lucas Rickelman, Billy Hurth, and myself on behalf for the Knights.
Thank you.
Attorney Orlson just donated as well. So.
Thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
Go.
Thank you.
You can- The other trustees are waiting for you as well.
Always.
Tell
Do you
them
have
how
Tootsie
big
Rolls?
And I'll get you guys a Tootsie
None of
Roll.
these people need Tootsie Rolls. They need to
He's
lose
gonna
weight.
get some. We'll be right over.
Yes.
You still do.
For the newer folks, we recommend that you don't enjoy the Tootsie Rolls during the meeting. Well, the audience can. Us up here in the dais, we should not be
Enjoying
suggesting.
their Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to give that to Mayor Emeritus when he
No,
got
this
back.
box is for him, and
Clerk Penning has my commitment,
You got an extra one.
or shared commitment, I should say.
so we do have an open box that we're sharing with.
That's nice of you to share, Trustee Lawler.
I'm a giver.
Sharing is caring.
We had fun Saturday with my fellow Knights at St. Dominic.
Thank you for all
We
you
had a
do.
pretty good crowd there, so, but certainly less exciting than being on the corners of the streets and dodging cars.
Definitely, you're right.
Thank you.
We have one more up front here. Attorney Jim Bowen. Can't forget him.
Thank you, Bob. Bob. Thank you.
They've got that, okay.
Thank you very much to the Knights for joining us and all that you do for our community. Are there any public comments before the board this evening with regards to anything on the agenda? All right, seeing none, first item on the agenda is bill approval. Bill listing A, $2,474,355.35. Bill listing B, $337,548.64, for a total of $2,811,903.99. May I have a motion, please?
So move.
Second.
Trustee Jaskowitz, second. Trustee Carpenzano. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Mayor Basta.
Yes, thank you. We have 5 motions on the agenda this evening. First motion up is the motion to cancel regularly scheduled meeting of November 10th and the 24th board meetings, and to schedule a meeting for November 17th. And this is because our second meeting on the 24th lands on Thanksgiving holiday week, and it would just be too big of a gap between the November 10 meeting and the December meeting. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Zarate. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next motion on the agenda this evening is to change the time of the board meeting from 8 p.m. to 7:30, commencing the meeting of November 17th. May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Jaskowitz. With the daylight savings time change on November 1st, the board would like to start the board meetings a little bit earlier to hopefully allow for more people to attend in person. Are there any questions or comments?
I would like to just, this is something I think is important for our residents, because I know a lot of times we've encouraged residents to come here to the board meetings to talk, and one of the complaints I hear from them is the board meeting starts too late. We got young kids at home, we want to get home, put them to bed, be able to do that. I think even a half hour, moving it up, hopefully we'll see a difference in the attendance, and we'll get more residents involved. And so I think this is a good thing, so thank you.
I hope it's a good thing. Today, actually, for those of you watching on Facebook Live or Channel 6, we actually have a full house based on the allotted number of guests that we're allowed to have. So thank you for those of you that are joining us this evening. May I have a motion, please?
You have that.
I have it? Sorry. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next motion up this evening is a motion to ratify and approve real estate sale for contract for lot number 14th at the Americana Estates. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second trustee Zarate. The motion ratifies the sale of lot number 14 in the Americana Estates. This contract comes with a purchase price of $100,000, which was previously a signed contract. The board has concurred with the sale, and the closing date is November the 10th, 2020. Are there any questions? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Mayor Basta.
Yes, thank you. Next up is a motion to approve final balancing change order for Globe Construction for the 2021 MFT Sidewalk Program. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Watts, second. Trustee Zarate. The village awarded Globe Construction the village's 2021 motor fuel tax sidewalk program at the May 19th, 2020 board meeting. The original contract was for $297,175. During the summer, additional sidewalks were added to the program. This motion adds $25,589.50 to the original bid, bringing the contract total to $322,764.50. Do we have any questions or comments? Hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Mayor Basta.
Yes, thank you. Next on the agenda is a motion to approve the reorganization of Public Services and Development Wastewater Division. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Carpenzano, second. Trustee Jaskowitz. With the passing of one of our Assistant Public Works Directors and in conjunction with labor negotiations, the village has an opportunity to recognize and restructure the wastewater division. The proposed act eliminates the Assistant Director position, replaces it with a foreman, and modifies 3 other positions. Total number of wastewater positions stays at 15 with a net annual savings of $41,000. This reorganization is being recommended by the Co-Administrator of Public Services and has been reviewed by the Public Service Committee. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Zarate,
Yes.
Trustee Lawler,
Yes.
Trustee Watts,
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano,
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz,
Yes.
Mayor Basta.
Yes, thank you. Next up is a motion to accept the annual treasurer's report of receipts and disbursements for fiscal year 2019 and 2020 through 2020. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Trustee
Second.
Jaskowitz, second. Trustee Zarate. This motion accept the annual treasurer's report for fiscal year 2019 through 2020. Total receipts from all sources, including interfund transfers, was $146,529,641. Total expenses from all sources, including transfers and capital expenditures, was $127,567,000. Revenues exceeded expenses by $18,829,074. Upon acceptance, the report will be posted on the village website and in the local paper. Are there any questions? Hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Zarate,
Yes.
Trustee Lawler,
Yes.
Trustee Watts,
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano,
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz,
Yes.
Mayor Basta.
Yes.
Next on the agenda are the resolutions. We have two resolutions this evening. First is Resolution 20R-035, authorizing replacement of retaining wall in St. Andrews Wood by Hassert Landscape. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Watts. This resolution awards a contract to Hassert Landscaping to replace a retaining wall at the southeast corner of St. Andrews Drive and Illinois Route 53. The existing railroad tie wall is 28 years old. It is deteriorating and needs to be replaced. The new wall will be constructed of concrete landscape blocks. The cost is $97,180. The budget was $150,000. Public Service Committee has reviewed and recommends approval. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Zarate,
Yes.
Trustee Lawler,
Yes.
Trustee Watts,
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano,
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz,
Yes.
Mayor Basta.
Yes, thank you. Next is Resolution 20R-036, approving the purchase of the rock salt for the State of Illinois Joint Purchasing 2020 and 2021 bulk rock salt contract. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Zarate. This resolution approves the village's purchase of bulk rock salt for use of the village streets during the winter. The purchase is through the State Joint Purchase Program. The purchase is from Cargo, Inc. Salt Division. The cost is $171,318, which equates to $40.79 per ton. Last year's price was $72.13 per ton. Because of the reduced price, the village cost is $278,682 under budget. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Zarate,
Yes.
Trustee Lawler,
Yes.
Trustee Watts,
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano,
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz,
Yes.
Mayor Basta.
Yes, thank you. We have 6 ordinances on the agenda this evening. The first 4 ordinances have accompanying Planning Commission reports. Plan Commission Report 20-13, approval of special use permit for a commercial recreation facility with extended hours of operation. Master Acts 623 East Mountain Road, Suite 150. Tom Castagnoli from the Promenade is the applicant. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Zarate. Myself and both co-administrators went and visited Master Axe's location in Downers Grove. It's a very interesting concept, and it will be a welcome addition to the promenade, I am sure. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Ordinance 20-056, approving special use permit for a planned development for a commercial recreational facility with extended hours of operation, Master Acts 623 East Fountain Road. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Carpenzano, second trustee Zarate. This ordinance approves a special use permit for a commercial recreational facility with extended hours of operation. Non-sales tax generating businesses are required to obtain a special use permit to locate in business zoned districts. The Master Acts business would like to locate at 623 East Fountain Road, Suite 150 at the Promenade, and would like to operate Sunday through Thursday until 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday until 11 p.m. The Plan Commission has reviewed and recommends approval. Are there any questions or comments?
I'll just make a comment about this and obviously our next agenda item. It is sad to see the ever-changing world of retail and the promenade, but it is so great to see these spots filled and generating traffic and activity for those that are there, the restaurants and retail that is there. So it's a nice repurpose, and I guess we welcome a few new tenants in tonight.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Mayor Busto.
Yes, motion carries. Next item is the Plan Commission Report 20.14, approval of the special use permit for a commercial recreational facility, Hip Hop Fit, 639 East Fountain Road, Suite 150. Tom Castagnoli again from the Promenade is the applicant. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Trustee
Second.
Watts, second trustee Zarate. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Ordinance 20-057, approving special use permit for a planned development for a commercial recreational facility, Hip Hop Fit, located at 639 East Fountain Road. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Lawler, second trustee Zarate. Hip Hop Fit is a dance fitness studio, would like to operate a commercial recreational business at 639 East Fountain Road, Suite 150. In the Promenade, non-sales tax generating businesses are required to obtain a special use permit to locate within the business zone districts. The Planning Commission, once again, has reviewed and recommends approval. Are there any questions?
I guess a curiosity question. Since they're both in Suite 150, are Master Arts and Hip Hop sharing the same location?
No.
They're different business addresses. They're both Suite 150, but
Well, they're both Promenade?
Yeah, so 623 East and then 639, two different
Okay.
buildings.
Just coincidence then.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Mayor Busto.
Yes, thank you. Plan Commission Report 20.15, approval for a special use permit for a religious institution, Bolingbrook Community Church, 425 Quadrangle Drive, Suite 110, Pastor Calvin Quarles, applicant. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Trustee Watts, second trustee Zarate. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Ordinance 20-058, approving the special use permit for a religious institution, Bolingbrook Community Church, located at 425 Quadrangle. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second trustee Carpenzano. Religious uses are a special use in any zoning district. Pastor Calvin has applied for a special use permit to locate Bolingbrook Community Church in Suite 110, which is 1,470 square feet, at 425 Quadrangle Drive. This ordinance will allow a religious institution that will offer in-person services as well as video studio. The Plan Commission, again, has reviewed and recommends approval. Are there any comments or questions?
I'll just say this is a church, long-standing church. Pastor Calvin is a long-standing community servant, and they were in Bolingbrook High School, I believe, for many years. So it's great to see them progress and into this space, and so we would just wish them all the best.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Mayor Bosler.
Yes, thank you. Next item is Plan Commission Report 20.16, approval of a rezoning from ER Estate Residence to L1 Limited Industrial and Special Use Permit for a planned development, Montana Charlie's Little America Flea Market, located at 255 South Joliet Road, Paul Lombardo, applicant. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Carpenzano. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Ordinance 20-059, approving rezoning and special use permit for planned development Montana Charlie's Little America Flea Market at 255 South Joliet Road. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Zarate, second. Trustee Watts. Montana Charlie's was annexed to the village in August of 1991, Ordinance 91-094. The agreement was amended in December 2010 by Ordinance 10-079. The amended agreement is set to expire on December 31st, 2020. The amended agreement contains a sunset clause for the operation of a flea market. Additionally, the zoning process was never completed under the terms of the original annexation. Therefore, the property is technically still zoned estate residential. This oversight was recently discovered. In order to correct the zoning deficiencies, the staff has worked with the current owner, Paul Lombardo. This ordinance will rezone the 14.45 acres from ER Estate Residential to L1 Limited Industrial, which is consistent with the adjoining land uses. The ordinance also approved a special use permit to allow existing site conditions, parking lot, fencing, and setbacks, and land uses flea market to continue. The Plan Commission has reviewed and recommends approval. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Mayor Bosler.
Yes, thank you. Next ordinance up this evening is 20-060, approving Third Amendment to Declaration of Covenants, Conditions, Easements, and Restrictions for Americana Estates Homeowners Association. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Carpenzano, second. Trustee Jaskowitz. The village created Americana Estates with surplus land from the West Side Regional Stormwater Project. As such, the village was the developer and drafted the homeowners' covenants and declarations. In the original document, the village reserved certain rights to itself. This was done to ensure a specific level of housing would be developed. The village still owns 41 of the 117 lots, and 3 lots are currently under contract. The village has turned over the association to the homeowners. They have asked to share in some of the original developers' rights. This ordinance amends the declaration of covenants, conditions, easements, and restrictions for the HOA by providing that future changes to the document would require that the village and 50% of the homeowners agree to the change, or that 90% of the homeowners agree. The amendment also includes some cleanup language based on changes that have occurred since 2004. Are there any questions? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Mayor Bosler.
Yes, thank you. And our final ordinance for this evening is 20-061, amending Chapter 17-1510.2, 17-1510.6, and 17-1510.7 of the Municipal Code from penalty to fee pertaining to administrative impoundment of vehicles. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Zarate. Recently, the 5th District Appellate Court, 2020 Illinois App 5th, 190466, determined that certain charges incurred in connection with the impoundment of vehicles used in the commission of some offenses, such as DUI, was not enforceable. The City of O'Fallon's ordinance charged the vehicle owner $500 for towing and administrative costs. The issue was whether the money was a fee or a fine. The court ruled that the $500 was a fee, not a fine, and therefore there had to be a reasonable relationship to the actual cost of the service being provided. The ordinance amends Chapter 17 of the Municipal Code to comply with the court's ruling and changes the existing administrative penalty to a fee. Any questions or comments? You like that, huh, Trustee Carpenzano?
Did. Good change.
Hearing none, may I have a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Zarate.
Yes.
Trustee Lawler.
Yes.
Trustee Watts.
Yes.
Trustee Carpenzano.
Yes.
Trustee Jaskowitz.
Yes.
Mayor Basta.
Yes, thank you. Is there any questions from the audience or press this evening? Okay. Trustee comments and reports. Trustee Zarate.
Thank you, Mayor. Christian Life Center will be hosting a pull-up and pick-up free food boxes. Countless pick-up boxes feed a family of 4 to 5. All are welcome. First come, first serve. Distribution is October 31st from 10 a.m. to 2 until all boxes are gone. Bolingbrook Chamber of Commerce, Suite 201, Canterbury Lane, Suite B. We all have to remember this one. Fall back 1 hour. Set your clocks back 1 hour on Sunday, November 1st, 2020. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, as you're thinking about ways to help people in the upcoming months, the Community Service Council is hosting an American Red Cross blood drive, and that's November 20th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's at their facility at 440 Quadrangle Drive, Suite C. You should set up an appointment. You can visit the redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS to set up an appointment for that particular event. That's a good way to help some folks out. Wanted to offer condolences on the passing of Deacon Paul Whalen Sr. He a longtime deacon at St. Dominic Church. I happen to be a member there and had great times with him, but he passed away the past few days, and wanted to offer condolences to his family. They have lived in Bolingbrook since 1964, so they classify as one of the originals, and his son does live in Bolingbrook. So you can check. He was a member, fellow Knight, actually a member of the Knights of Columbus, and he will be a recipient of the 2020 Victor Cardozo Award, which is conferred by the Knights of Columbus organization. You can check for details, but we just wanted to offer condolences on behalf of the Village of Bolingbrook to the family. And his passing reminds me that we're coming up on the 3rd anniversary of the passing of my predecessor as Deputy Mayor, Leroy Brown. He passed in 2017, October 31st. So he remains in our thoughts. I know I listen to him every day, and we miss him terribly, and I know the family misses him. So just wanted to remind folks of that. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Bolingbrook Golf Club wants to let kids 12 years and under know that they're putting on a Halloween Putt Fest. It's taking place October 31st at 6 p.m. Kids must be in costume to participate. You could contact Jeff Brodsky at 630-771-9400, extension 4012, to sign up. Again, it's at the Bolingbrook Golf Club, 2001 Rodeo Drive. Also, in light of the recent news of the uptick of COVID cases and increased anxiety associated with that, just like to encourage everyone to hang in there, continue to support each other, and take the necessary precautions in preventing the spread. In addition to physical health, right, we need to also consider our mental health. And so it's important that we check on our family, friends, and neighbors to ensure that we're staying mentally healthy. There are counseling resources out there, and they are ready to provide assistance. These are unprecedented times, and while it is extremely challenging, we have to keep the faith. We will certainly get through this together. It's important that we support our local businesses. We're fortunate here in Will County and across our state that there are some financial resources available to support our small businesses and nonprofits. And so I wanted to make sure everyone was aware that CARES grant applications, the second round, are now being accepted. Will County reopened and expanded that Small Business CARES grant application web-based portal. And so small businesses, if located in Will County with less than 50 full-time employees and under $5 million in annual gross revenues, you're encouraged to apply, and you can receive up to $15,000. Applications are in English and in Spanish. The website is willcountyillinois.com/local businesses. The application deadline to apply for these funds is November 16th, 2020. And so Will County has approved over 600 small business requests to date, totaling over $8.5 million. So if you fit the criteria, we encourage you to apply for assistance. Thank you.
All right, the Village of Bolingbrook has announced trick-or-treat hours for this Saturday, October 31st. They'll be this year from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. Of course, as a reminder, this year especially, wash your hands, wear a mask, and watch your distance. Of course, we recognize that everyone is going to celebrate the Halloween trick-or-treating this year. If you're not interested, of course, as always, you can simply turn off your porch light, and or here at the mayor's office, you can pick up a little sign that says no trick-or-treating. But if you're going to be out there, please use your best decisions for you and your family. Be safe, and of course, keep those hands sanitized. The third annual holiday market at the Promenade Bolingbrook is the weekend of November 6th through the 8th. That's Friday through Sunday. There'll be holiday items, crafters, artisans, music, and of course on Saturday at around 6:30 p.m. the annual Village of Bolingbrook tree lighting will take place. You can visit the Promenade Bolingbrook Facebook page for more details, and of course there'll be more details on the tree lighting in the coming days. And finally, early voting at the Fountaindale Public Library, of course, is still going on. There were some lines, but I did drive by there twice today, and it looked much more manageable. So they're open in the evenings through 7 p.m. during the week, and even on Saturdays and Sundays from 9 until 5 p.m. Early voting is available until November 2nd, so please exercise your right to vote. There also is a designated drop-off vote-by-mail drop-off box at the library that you can use to drop off your mail-in ballots if you wish. If not, Election Day is November 3rd, so exercise your right to vote. Thank you.
Thank you for mentioning the voting. I already voted. I stood in line for an hour and a half, and as you saw today, I went by a couple times. The line is down. It's probably because the weather is so cold out there, nobody wants to stand in line. But I encourage everyone to get out and vote. You know, a lot of people paid a high price to keep that right, for us to have that right to vote, and you should take advantage of that, regardless of how you're going to vote. The other thing I would like to mention is I sent out an invitation to, if you belong to a homeowners association, an apartment complex, or even a neighborhood group that represents a specific geographic area in town, we're having that holiday contest. And I would like you to encourage every group to participate, show your pride, show your community spirit, get behind it, let myself or the mayor's office know that you're interested in competing prior to What's the deadline for that? Again, Mayor, it's early November.
Lights go on at the day after Thanksgiving.
The lights go on, but they have to let us know prior to that so that they can be part of the judging contest, which will be done by the Beautification Commission. And then the neighborhood that wins the best display will receive a very nice award from the village to show off
Bragging rights.
for a year, for a good year. The last thing I want to mention is we have a new not-for-profit in town. They're a group of Romeoville and Bolingbrook residents. In celebration of World Kindness Day, they're launching the AK, or Angelic Kindness Foundation. The group is geared towards doing acts of kindness for others, and this group is specializing in working with veterans and seniors, but that doesn't limit you to those two groups. They're having their kickoff on November 13th, which is World Kindness Day. It's a Friday. They're going to have cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. They'll talk about their mission. They'll talk about a lot of different things. It's at Fat Ricky's over in Romeoville at 646 North Independence Drive. They would appreciate it if you could RSVP so they can plan accordingly. The phone number for to RSVP is 815-293-7060. And I will put that in my summary that I publish in the social media outlets as well. So Angelic Kindness, brand new charity coming to town. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before my comments, I would like to invite Co-Administrator Ken Teppel to fill us in a little bit on what's going on with COVID and how it impacts our community.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, by now, everyone knows or should know that we are in a mitigation through the state of Illinois, which basically means our region, the County of Will and the County of Kankakee, are under stricter guidelines for the state than other areas in the county. So what does that really mean? No indoor dining. All the restaurants cannot have any bar service, so you can't go inside and order a drink and then go back outside to sit down. Tables outside have to be at least 6 feet apart. Capacity limits for groups such as social gatherings or even at restaurants or family events kind of in community centers and things like that have to be 25% of occupancy or 25 people, whichever are smaller or fewer. It also gets into restrictions, but I think Trustee Watts summed it up very well, is that you've just got to be cautious, you got to be careful, you got to care for each other. I watch our COVID numbers on a daily basis to see where we're at within the village of Bolingbrook, and in early March we skyrocketed when everything, the testing started. We were at 23% positivity rate. Right now, as of today, with 60440 and 60490 added together, we're at 6.47. We've been at 6.47 since October 8th. We've been right around that 6.5, 6.47 since October 8th. To give you a little perspective on the county, within the last, I believe, 7 days, Will County's been at 10%. So in order for us to get out of mitigation, we have to go below 6.5% as a region, not as the village of Bolingbrook. It can't, be piecemeal. It has to be the region. So it has to be Will County and it has to be Kankakee County together. We have to be below 6.5% for 3 days in a 14-day period. So we're in this for at least 14 days. And I can tell you, over the past 9 days, we've been above 8% region-wide. So we're still kind of ticking up. We're good on our hospital beds. The minimum hospital beds are 20%. We're pretty good. We've got about 25 to 28% of our ICU beds and our surgery beds available within the region. What does that mean? So let's say for some reason Amita, didn't have any beds, they would go on bypass and we would go to like Edward, or we would go to another facility. So it's not that there's nowhere for anyone to go and they're putting cots out in the hallways. It's just that that hospital at that time is on bypass and you have to go somewhere else. As far as that, there's, I think, over the last 24 hours, I saw 7 deaths, I think, in the region. So they're also monitoring the deaths, the hospital admissions, the surgery beds, and our positivity rate continues to go up. So it has to be below 6.5. So we're going to be in this for a little while. So what happens if we continue to spike? There could be additional mitigations. I believe Southern Cook County just went into additional mitigation. So then you can look at places like other activities such as health clubs, maybe hair salons, places like that are again gathering groups for crowds of people, groups of people. We can look at additional mitigations on that. So if you can, just continue to wash your hands, wipe down surfaces, just be conscious, wear your mask, know when you're 6 feet apart, and just realize that it's here, we have to deal with it. It's getting cold outside, so outdoor dining is becoming more difficult, so more takeout. If you can, curbside delivery or have it delivered to the house, support our local businesses, and we will get through this. So, but thank you for the opportunity, Mayor, just to give a quick update of where we are.
Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to ask our co-administrator, Lucas Rickelman, to come and give us an update on roads and construction.
Thank you very much. So we had 3 major road projects that we were working on this year, Rodeo Drive, Kings Road, and the roundabout right there at the intersection of the two. All 3 at this point have been substantially completed. They're working on some punch list items. At this point, we will go through the winter and in the spring kind of look over everything again, make sure that all the punch list items have been taken care of and nothing new popped up. At that point, we'll pretty much accept them and they'll become ours. The Weber Road project, which is actually the IDOT project, this is the interchange at Weber and 55, continues. They have been working on the sound wall right on Weber Road, and right now they have shut down eastbound traffic on Rodeo. There's a slight detour down Dalton and Remington. This is to get some intersection work there done. They needed to get some concrete poured, so that'll be closed hopefully for about 2 weeks, but at this point of the year especially, it is weather dependent. They are working on trying to, get some traffic onto the west side before winter, but we'll yet to see if that will be done. As of right now, they were granted a time extension, which pushed the completion date from August of 2021 to January of 2022. So I don't know how you finish a road in January, so hopefully they can figure out some ways to pick up some of that back up. And for those that are interested in car washes and love Jeff Wright's Car Wash, I did talk to Dave D'Alessandro today, and he's getting his west side one done. He has hopefully a few things that he'll have complete next week to get inspected, and he's looking to open in about a week and a half, and so he was really excited about that. So unless anybody has any questions.
Lucas, I did not talk to you ahead of this. The sidewalk program on Route 53, I got some questions. It's not our project.
That was a state project as well, and we on several occasions had to nudge them in a better direction.
Got it. There was just some comments, and I said I would share the feedback with you that, of course, they would like that project wrapped up as soon as possible, knowing that it's not a village project.
I would too. And, like I said, we a couple of times we had to reach out to the state and say, hey, can you please move this along? And just from my observations, you will be glad to know that I would never run a local project like that.
Good to hear.
That's usually the case, isn't it?
9 times out of 10.
We run our projects better than the state.
So, thank you.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you both. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank he's not here this evening, James Farrell, our CIO. We have been working on making things a little bit easier for our residents to report street lights out, tree branches, potholes, especially with the winter coming up. So now that is available, please check our website. It's much more user-friendly, and you can actually track your requests. So once you put in a request, you can see that it's received and how far along it is on the pipeline. We also have simplified the process a little bit to get certain permits online. Garage sale permits was a big one. But I'd like to thank James Farrell for his support on that, our CIO. 31st is Halloween, but it also will mark my 90 days in office, and it's been fun. It's been interesting. We've been very busy, as you can tell, and we have lots of new and exciting things to come. I would be remiss if I did not thank all those who participated in the Haunted Hangar this past weekend. It was a sold-out event for our youth and our families. I think about 500 people went through for the 2 days. The the aviation museum staff, airport staff, we had non-for-profits. We even had businesses, I believe, Escape Our Room, H2O. I don't want to forget anyone.
There's a bunch of, if you start calling them out, you're gonna
Yeah, I'm going to
leave
forget
somebody
someone,
out.
right?
Yeah.
Great event. Kids had a great time. They were in costume. Weather was great Saturday. A little cold on Sunday, but they had a great time. Also, this past Saturday, with the help of our Arts Council, we had a hydrant painting project that was at the promenade. So 10 artists, each with a story, came out and painted hydrants. As of last night, they were still covered, so I think they're still drying. Beautiful artwork. Look on the Facebook page, and I think you'll be able to see those. But again, Arts Council stepped up for that, and it was a great way to get people involved and beautify the promenade. With that, I have nothing else. This concludes the meeting, so may I have a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Lawler, second. Trustee Watts. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We stand adjourned. Thank you.